Hello and welcome to Thief, the 2014 reboot. Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of a game with some baggage. Um, but let's not dwell too long on it. Let's play a new game. And I wanted to show you this because the custom difficulty is very yeah, it's rather interesting. You get a lot of options to change your gameplay up. And back when I played this, which has been a few years now, I actually did go for a... there is a certain achievement to get when you have to get a certain amount of points. And then do the run. I'm not really sure how many points it was and what you... You have some options. You can select some stuff on or off. The thing I seem to remember, Iron Man, if you die you fail the mission. Must we start from the beginning? No. Yeah, no kills or no knockouts. I remember that being on. I remember having no alerts. Expensive resources, that was on. That was quite annoying actually, because because if you turn this on, you basically lose if you choose to do side missions, because the resources you need to do the side missions aren't worth the money you're getting from it, because the resources are so expensive. I was able to quick save, I remember that. So yeah, this is quite interesting to have the options like this. There's probably something the game does right. You can kind of customize your difficulty this way, and also there's you have quite a bit of options to customize your HUD and, well, the other things kind of speak for themselves really. This is kind of fun to see. The Thief companion app has been shut down as of May 25th, 2018. We hope you were able to enjoy it since its launch, since its release 4 years ago. So yeah, 8 years now. Well over 8 years. Anyway, let's start a new game. Let's do... What does it actually say? Opponents are weak and less aware. Resources are low in cost and plentiful. A normal balance for accomplished thieves who like a little risk with their reward. Opponents are competent and aware. Resources are affordable and available. A hard time for dedicated thieves who believe the challenge is everything. Opponents are deadly and civilian kills or knockouts are not tolerated. Resources and upgrades are more expensive. The focus meter depletes at a much faster rate. So, just for this intro, let's go with normal. You will not be able to change the difficulty. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I remember something about the loading times. I think well, that's not too bad. There it goes. Well, stopped again. There we are.
There's one thing this city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life. And trust? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
Prologue, the drop. Let's see, are we... Yeah, I think it's
Too much light. Let's make it a little more cozy in here.
Whoop. Crouch around. I think it's He's pretty hard to wake up, that guy. I don't think I've ever done. Yeah. I've actually had him, never had him woken up. So yeah, the sad thing is about this game that by now we've already seen probably the two things that the game does best. The graphics are nice. The kind of the art direction is really cool. How everything looks and the atmosphere it's got. The other thing is the fact that we can see our own body, which I always enjoy that stuff, and also kind of the awareness of the awareness that it gives you because your body is visible. I think that is really well done. The care in the animations. So yeah, art direction, graphics, and the animations here. The body being visible. Those are kind of the best things this game has to offer. The stealth can be good, but it tends to. I remember it breaking quite a bit. The AI might break once in a while. Guards will stop their routes. They'll just stand still in place. Which is quite a detriment if you're playing a stealth game like this. Do we actually have a... do we have a FOV slider? Game and HUD, display... no... Graphics? Probably not. Oh, we do. Well, 105 is pretty high. Well, let's keep it as is then. Maybe it's lower because we're crouched. Yeah, it kind of... I think it kind of narrows in when we crouch down. Yeah, this is probably the last time you'll get to see a lively city like this. Alright. Well, we actually did not get a loading screen there, but that is something that I remember being quite annoying as well. Since this game was released at a time when, you know, this game was released both for the then current gen PS4 and also the last gen PS3. So, yeah, there are some technical limitations with this game, and I remember there being quite a bit of loading screens, loading zones. The zones being quite small because yeah, the old hardware couldn't keep up with such large zones, so everything was pretty...
Someone's a bird lover. That painting's more my taste. I should take a closer look.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
What the? Well, they do call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway. I just hope that's not who I think it is.
We can't lower it down, can we? Nope. Rope arrows, those are back. How do I... There we go. Space, climb, right. And now the story gets going, which is a shame.
Aaron. Of course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me? Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times.
Yeah. Well.
Garrett, come on.
Yeah. I might not be able to now, but I remember replaying a bit of this this game, the intro, after it hadn't been so long since I completed it, so the story was kind of fresh in my mind.
Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast or because you thought it'd be fun?
Can it be both?
Come on, let's get Basso his commission.
The light gem, yeah, remember that. But yeah,
Are you
when
going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first.
yeah, but the last time I played this, when the story was kind of a bit fresh to me, and I kind of remembered what happened later on. Even during the intro, I was like, well, if they had changed this to that, and changed that up, and done that, and done such and such, then the story would already be better.
You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
Let's finish unloading before summer's day is over. Why not finish a job well done first? We can't just leave the cart out here.
It's festival time. Your average thief will be under a table in an alehouse.
And the watch will be liquored up too. I'm not haggling fines with a drunk guard again.
Let's do our swoop move. Woof. Do we have any reason to... Yeah, we can zoom in just a bit. No, I don't think we need to pickpocket anyone just yet.
Garrett, come on.
Yeah, again, stuff like this looks neat.
Jealous of the claw? I made it myself.
I'm sure the watch will be very impressed. They'll certainly hear us coming.
They'll have to catch me first.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot. You do still steal, right?
I've been stealing since before you could crawl.
There's the Garrett I know. How about a friendly wager? Let's see who can take in the most.
Mm-hmm. And also, of course, something that is sorely missing is the original voice actor for Garrett, which is a real shame because it's not like that he was retired or anything. Because later on in Dishonored 2, they got him to voice. Um, what was his name again? Well, kind of the protagonist from the first game, which was mute, I believe, in the first game. I'm pretty sure. I really like Dishonored 1, and I did not like Dishonored 2 at all, and I only played it for a few hours, but it was very noticeable that the Corvo was voiced by Garrett. Then again, I think Dishonored 2 and also Dishonored 1 was made by people that made, some people of them made the original Thief games, so makes sense that they probably got in touch with the original
Look
Garrett
what I
actor.
found. You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask?
Foyer's apartment. We can peer through keyholes.
It pays to keep a low profile in places where I'm not welcome. There's a lot of those places.
Nope. I held it instead of tapping it. There you go. Oh. Yeah, if there are people nearby, they can hear that. If you make a mistake like that. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Hard to keep a secret in this neighborhood.
Madam Flowers' relationship with Watchguard continues. Husband still absent. Sent anonymous letter. Mr. Rented apartment across the street. Must be concealed. Wall safe on lower floor. Left the stairs. Always something valuable passing through his hands, but can't see exactly where he hides it. Knew he was up to no good. Paxman. Nothing for several days. Passed on. Never seen any relative. Inheritance money? Ah, that's why it's called a voyeur. He's keeping tabs on everyone. Whoosh. Ah, well, that's kind of nitpicky, but an awful lot of people have seemed to keep drawers completely empty.
If you're going to urinate in the street like a watchman, at least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
The ale has to go somewhere, dear. I'm just the middleman. Besides, you're the only one watching.
Every day I'm reminded what a catch you were.
Come on, let's go try those gabble wings.
So far it hasn't been too bad with loading screens in between. I seem to remember getting a lot of loading screens whenever you'd go into a room like this. When you passed one of those windows. Whoa. document. See? Completely empty. Something about a... What did the document say? Or maybe it's not really... Maybe it's not this apartment. Must be concealed wall safe on lower floor, left of stairs. Always something valuable. Left of stairs. Mm-hmm. No.
So how much did you steal?
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
And how you steal it. Looks like this primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the ceremony room at Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion. Won't be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
This job's getting more complicated by the second.
No. So yeah, I might have missed that then. The wall safe. Yeah.
That's a lot of guards.
They're definitely not here for the summer festival dance. A lot of guards means a lot of steel. Thieves and swords do not get on well.
I've never had a problem with swords. But then again, I'm not just a thief.
We can't let the Baron's guests see this thing giving out. And we can't frigging see without it.
Ah, you go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix it?
Do I look like an engineer to you? None of the staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments.
Not going to be much of a brighter future if the lights don't work.
Yeah, the what would you call it? Kind of the relationship between Garrett and Erin. The kind of the playful rivalry and the whole dynamic feels more like a I'd say it feels more like a 90s movie rather than something that was made in the last decade. Something there. No, you don't have anything to pickpocket, do you? So you can just crouch, but you actually have a modifier button that lets you crouch even slower. That is kind of used for walking over glass and really loud surfaces. No? Okay.
Bronson, over here.
Huh?
Help the new boy, will you? He's been trying to light a fire basket for 10 minutes.
What am I, his father?
Go on before he sets fire to himself.
Yep. Very slowly. Oh. Move to the container and take the water arrows. Yeah, if you want all the loot from a mission, that is going to be a challenge. All right.
Stupid grass. Can't these damn things stay lit?
So yeah, that's quite the difference from recently. I also played Styx, the second one, Shard of Darkness. Yeah, in that game, if you extinguish a torch, they go and investigate. Here they're just like, well, yeah, it's fine. I don't know which one I like better. Both are kind of
Every time I get it going, it fizzles out again. You couldn't set a cloth aflame if it was doused in oil, son. I'll show you how it's done. If you pack it together too close, then the air won't feed the flames.
I should know better. My family used to be charcoal burners.
Oh, yeah? That's work you don't see much since the factories came. Huh? Oh, come on. What?
I need to take him down quickly, quietly, and alive.
What the hell just happened? Why'd you kill this guard? He was barely older than you.
He was a guard, Garrett. Wrong place, wrong time.
You haven't changed, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't kill without thought or good reason, and I don't get paid for it.
So basically it's okay when you do it, but not me. I see. I get it. But you know that guard? He's not gonna wake up later and follow our trail to cause trouble.
When any guards wake up, I'm usually long gone.
So yeah, you haven't had a chance yet, but initially I did play this game completely non-lethal, and in most of these stealth games I choose to do things non-lethal if I have an option, because I just think it's more fun that way. But you could be a total hypocrite and just start killing everybody from now on. Look at you, all pouty.
If you're so eager to leave, maybe I should go first. You're holding me back.
Relying on that claw's holding you back.
Can we only carry one noisemaker? I think quick save is disabled for this mission. Right, let's equip it. Hold and release, toss the bottle, throw it far enough for the guard to cause distraction.
Hey, what was that? Step out. Go back where you came from.
Inventory full.
Nothing. Clear, Bells. What? What
Whoa.
was that? I think I saw a move.
Alright. So yeah, when I played with the custom difficulty, that would happen every time I got spotted. It was just game over right away. But honestly, it's probably not a bad thing to have, because yeah, from what I've heard, and I've played 40 hours of this game or so, and I don't think I've ever experienced any of the combat.
Huh? What could that have been?
But from what I heard, the combat is pretty terrible, so it's best to be avoided. So avoiding it by...
Someone's here. Step out to where I can see you.
Oh, it's a throwable. I thought that's okay.
Well, not every sound means trouble.
Okay. Can we go under this? No. Yeah, I know we have to go over, but... So yeah, whenever... You know about...
Ring the frigging bell. If you keep pacing up and down, you'll wear through those new boots.
It's my girl, sir. She's presenting me to her father. He doesn't know I joined the watch.
And? City Watch means honor and respect.
The thing is, sir, he believes that rat sack rumor about us being on the take.
Oh, does he? Then you pull his frigging nose out of his arse. Right?
Sir.
So yeah, so a common question to ask about movies is, are there any movies that you know are bad, but you enjoy them anyway? And you could probably ask the same question, although it's not asked as much, but you could probably ask the same question about video games. Are there any video games that you kind of know are bad, but you still enjoy them? And whenever that question comes up, I tend to think of this game, though honestly it's not. Thing is, I played through it and I enjoyed it, but I didn't. It's not that I'm in love with it or anything, and I probably wouldn't recommend it, or don't really feel the need to play through it, the whole thing again. But yeah, all in all, although it's not really a bad game. It's just it's mediocre. So it doesn't really fit for the whole. Is there a bad game you know is bad but you still enjoy it? It probably doesn't. It's not bad enough to qualify for something like that. But yeah, it does come to mind. So I think we can knock him out and put him in there. What's this? Water arrow. Whoop. Oh. Oh, we can't hide him. Well, we have to wait for his friend. Let's see. So if you do a takedown and you hold E, then you pick them up right after. There you go. Let's have a look around. I guess we need to go there, so you could have just... Yeah, could have just passed by. Observe? Alright.
Worried I might beat you to this thing? I'd share, probably.
I'm worried you're gonna get us both killed.
I can handle myself, okay? I can move faster, I can climb faster, I can...
You could kill faster and make mistakes faster, I get it. You're not in control.
That's why I'm better. Deal with it. Let's just get the job done.
I think we'll do it without this.
This is where the supernatural part comes into play.
I'm guessing that's what we're after. The primal stone.
Robes.
I think her makeup was different in game.
Robes are always a bad sign.
She didn't have black
Brothers
lips, did she?
Cornelius, Aldous,
Black lipstick.
present the keys.
That's Baron Northcrest.
Brothers of the Awakened, we are gathered here to
Or
usher
maybe
this
she did.
city into a new age.
Not sure now.
One of progress and industrial enlightenment. Let us begin the channeling of the primal. Sembla and Strakakan. Skema Makana.
Come on, let's go down there. This will be fun.
No. We're done here. Job's over.
What? Are you joking?
Something's not right. It's too dangerous. And you're not ready yet.
You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this. I'm going down there with or without you.
Not without this, you're not. Don't move!
Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah! Garrett, give me the claw!
Why? What good would the claw have done her there? So Erin is pretty kind of a catalyst in the story. She is, well, she's kind of there in the beginning and she comes back at the end. So it's kind of, it almost seems like they went out of the way to make her unlikable. Because a big part of the
Hey,
the mystery of the game is finding out
looks
what
like he's
happened to
waking
Erin.
up.
But why do I care? She seems
Come on.
horrible.
Stop slacking. We gotta get him in the city before they call the lockdown.
Pace yourself, boy. We just need to get him to the clock tower, safe and sound, and then we'll be rosy.
Where's this cart going?
Baker's in Stone Market.
Was I talking to you? Hey! Get moving! Fucking beggars.
Makes you miss the old watch.
The voices! Stop the nightmares!
The gloom's getting worse.
Everywhere except Oldale. Someone should do something.
Nobody gives a
lip
shit
sync
about
is
us,
off.
boy. You'll learn that soon enough.
All he cares about is progress. You want to see more of these bloody pipes everywhere?
You are the boss! That's enough!
Do you? That's not food for our bellies. That's not medicine for the sick. You don't think you're safe because you got a job shoveling shit for the rich. The Baron has a noose for every one of us. But change is coming. Orion is going to bring change. The Baron will burn. See? See? They're scared of the truth. Keep your head down.
You there! Who are you speaking with?
Stop!
Something's not right. I'll make it to the clock tower, clear my head.
Don't let him get away! I'm right behind you, scum!
Alright. Let's go a bit further. Maybe reach the clock tower. So yeah, I was just kind of thinking during that cutscene there how maybe... Oh yeah. You have, I think, the same character model as one of the guys that pulled the cart back there. Yeah, well, this is probably true for a lot of games, but the thing is, it seems to me that the game did have a lot of potential. It's just a shame that health, okay. I was kind of thinking that maybe the game could have been better, or could have been kind of rescued almost if they had just maybe waited a while before releasing it. Maybe not have it been kind of cross-generational platforms. If it was only made for PS4 and Xbox One instead of the older consoles. Might have given them a bit more breathing room. It would have been nice if they had some extra time to polish the AI and technical difficulties. Because yeah, as you could see, the video went out of sync there. It's kind of sloppy, as I mentioned before, and it's kind of mentioned on the internet quite a bit as well. The AI seems to break at certain points. That is something that could have been resolved if they had just maybe had some more time to develop it. If they had maybe done a yeah, from what I remember, the story isn't kind of, the setup isn't too. You could probably work with it, kind of how. Kind of the supernatural thing, and how we're kind of both Garrett and Aaron are kind of touched by this sort of magic-y stuff.
Hey, hey, hey! Where do you think you'll go? Lockdown!
Shutting the city up like this won't stop the gloom spreading. We're
Hmm.
only sitting on the coffin.
Sitting on it and getting paid.
The Watch have locked down Stone Market. But when did I ever let a lock hold me back?
It's kind of odd how. Well, that's kind of the thing when you're aware of a certain thing, you might start to see it everywhere. But I'm kind of it's kind of funny how I've in multiple games recently that have been released before 2020. How yeah, like there's a lockdown going on in this game. Well, we've had some experience with that more recently. We can pickpocket him. Yeah, I think we can do that. Now we can quick save, alright. So yeah, the lightning actually makes us visible for a while, for a bit. As you can see, the light gem kind of flashes. So that's pretty neat. Whoa, yep, see that? There we go.
I think a tooth's coming loose. Everything's safe on the streets.
You just bought me another day in this pit.
Nah, we can't just take him out. There you go. So I'm holding E. Yeah, it still worked that time. Under here, he'll be dry. There you go.
What I do for coffee.
there we go.
The claw's fairly quiet when used the right way. Aaron made this thing sound noisier than it is.
Yeah, I'm not really... I can't seem to remember why those guys actually were transporting us in that cart. Kind of details like that are all pretty vague. Story-wise. Although the whole story, rather. I remember it just being not good. Pretty bad.
What are you looking at?
Price on that jeweled mask. Be enough to feed 100 squawking mouths for a year.
Don't you go catching a conscience now. Worse than a sauce.
I could cut through the jewelers to get around these gates. Besides, that mask sounds interesting.
So yeah, this is actually just the base edition that I got on Steam years ago. I don't have any of the DLC. More recently, there is a complete edition released on GOG for one. It's probably also on Steam, but I don't think there's any reason to get it really. Well, maybe if you care for the DLC. There's one bank heist mission, I believe. So yeah, that is a thing, but it's not like some of the other editions. It's not a director's cut or anything, or a re-released version, or it doesn't have any. Technically, it's not a different game or anything. Like recently, I played Deus Ex Director's Cut. That is actually different. Technically, it has. I think they upgraded certain the graphics a bit, and they implemented the DLC rather than it being standalone.
I hate jerky.
Oh. Whoa. Can we go in this way? Well, yeah, we can still go back. Okay, well, let's have a look. What's this? Stone Market Underpass. Food? Clock tower stops again. For a third time in as many years, work to restore the city clock tower has been halted in a tragedy. To the horror of assembled market goers, a child worker fell to his death in the plaza this morning. The workers downed tools and refused to climb the scaffolds again following the accident. The foreman for the operation, arriving later that day, claimed superstitious nonsense to be the problem's root. He refers, of course, to the legend of the chief engineer crushed by his own gears during the tower's construction. As a factual reporter, this paper can only observe that, haunted or not, the clock tower has staked its claim to infamy. Bless you. Broadhead arrows. I think we're at the back now, so we kind of got there in the end, isn't it? Yeah. No, we're on the other side. Huh. Let's see what's up here. Jump. Nope. Yeah, a lot of work for 1 gold coin.
I feel like I can think and act faster than normal when I concentrate. What happened to me?
It's cold out tonight.
Oh. This might not work. It does. Still don't know if you can get where we need to be.
More than a week is nothing. Tonight, anything can happen.
Glad when this is all over.
Is this place empty? Yeah, I'm doing the thing again where I'm turning my head to see better, but that has absolutely no use.
A few guards, residents upstairs. Stealing the mask shouldn't be a problem.
Let's see now. Cousin.
They half expected us to join the plaza in St. Louis, laughing about around town, but is afraid that it does not. Well, I have a delicate proposition from which we could both benefit richly.
Zalda's still not ready.
Whoop. Don't mind me.
Benefit richly. So for the madam, I made a gilded copy, set with the very finest glass, befitting a whoremonger. Gods to grave holes. Works my fingers to the bone. Yes. The real money is in the original piece. I'll keep close in my workshop till you find a buyer outside this reeking city.
An original and a copy. A nice scam, Lygrove. Good of you to write it down for me.
Stealing everything right from under him. Can he see us if we go to that painting? I wonder if he notices when we just... What if we put him completely in the dark? Does he notice that?
We'll be all right. What? Your candle is taking out.
Okay, so... Well, at least he does notice that. Does he turn it? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty neat. Alright.
Someone there? Well? Answer me!
My nerves are just frayed. This is torturous. He's still around.
Let's have a look.
What's happened to this place?
Uh, 739. I half expect this to join the piles of unsent leather slouching in the rain uptown. Let us pray it does not, for I have delicate proposition from which we could both benefit richly. My usual clientele, the middling class, have little taste and less money, so I ventured my services downriver to a Madame Sao. A south-quartered madam, half payment up front. Of course, there's danger, but the thrill has driven me to fashion quite the piece, cousin. One deserving of a noble home and a noble's purse. So, for the madam, I made a gilded car piece set with the very finest glass befitting a warmonger. The real money is in the original piece. I'll keep close in my workshop till you find a buyer outside this reeking city. The madam and her pet jackknives will never know.
It was ghastly. All dying beggars and caged.
What was it again? 7793 or 739? 739. No, we're fine. 7 3
More extravagant than my usual masks. One for the collection. Never know when I'll be invited to a ball. I'll see myself out. An upstairs window should get me over that gate.
It's cold out tonight. Hey?
Oh!
An assailant is here!
Whoop. What's the quick load button? Let's just leave him to it. I'm not too bothered with picking up every little thing. I kinda am, but let's just not. I don't feel like knocking everyone out.
I should get more sleep.
There we go.
I'm getting sick, I know it.
Hold on.
Worn out.
Let's get up.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
If I had a lady like his upstairs, I would not let the bed go cold.
Do you now?
Tough times. lift one myself if I didn't need the job.
Does he notice us when we... No?
If he's got this on show, what else has he got locked away?
I think we...
I hate that friggin' bird. Goes crazy every time someone makes a noise.
So if you mess this one up, you'll probably wake the guard. I think I remember a moment in this game where there was actually some... because basically now you could take as long as you want, just not mess it up, but I think there are moments in the game when you actually need to do this fast so you don't get detected, so then it's quite nerve-wracking.
Now, what do we have here?
There we go. Nobody will be the wiser. Thank you. I don't know if he notices when if you turn the light off. He might. So let's not. Oh, hello. I'll take this.
It's
Thank you.
cold out tonight.
Which way are you going?
I wonder if I should check on his wife.
His wife?
Need to sleep.
Alright.
End up a rat show if I'm not careful.
Oh. Nah, we're okay. Let's see, anything? Oh, there we go. This one too. Alright. Any more in here? Yes. Thank you. I think we can just... Ah. See? This is kind of a case where
I should get more sleep. Lygrove offered good coin. Tired of being robbed, he said.
let's see if we can start picklocking now. Maybe he doesn't actually turn around.
Night's going on forever.
Yep, we're good.
Must be Lygrove's fake. It's the best kind of fake, though. One that'll make good coin.
And the other one's empty. Let's go.
Tough times.
Can we go further upstairs? He was talking about his wife. Oh, we can. Let's have a look.
Constant grave holes.
Thank you. So yeah, again, taking absolutely everything. Oh, you also have that painting. If you want to get absolutely everything, it's a... you really have to go through the whole level with a fine-tooth comb. And even then... Whoa. Yoink!
Sharpening my blade. Nothing.
So that was the lovely missus they were talking about. This is the... earrings. Who watches the Watchhounds? Documents, newspapers. Why, the Barren City Watch, of course. After the recent livestock culls due to suspicious citywide sickness, suspicious citywide weakness, some may have feared for the fury members of the Watch. However, Watch Patrolman Tollingsworth has come up with an ingenious solution. We put the dogs in cages, he said yesterday. Stops people from thinking they're just waiting around to be supper. Residents can surely take heart in knowing that the city's most dedicated guardians are indeed safe from accidental harm. Such a decision truly represents an answer for the weakness of man. So... okay, they were afraid of the dogs being eaten? I guess. Huh.
This is my way out, but once I drop down, there's no coming back.
It's pretty nice of him to inform you about it. Hello. Don't mind me. Yeah, I've heard people complain that the audio isn't as good as it should be in this game. I don't really remember having any complaints about it. Yeah, this is a bit odd. This audio just starts very abruptly. Well, let's get out. Lockdown. Did we read that one already? No. The streets rang with the cries of the Watch, ever vigilant against the ongoing plight of the gloom. The great gates closed, the curfew was called, and nary was a dutiful citizen seen in the streets. Captain of the Watch, Orsley Durham, called it the most successful quarantine measure to date. This lockdown is for the safety of our valued citizens, he said, overseeing the closure of the Traders' Gate this evening. And we have the Baron to thank for everything, he added before returning to Dayport. What a truly modest hero of the city. So yeah, we can already kind of tell that we've been kind of out of it for a while. I don't really remember how long it's actually been since we fell down on the magic thingy and lost consciousness. I think we're getting somewhat close to the clock tower. That might be a nice place to kind of end this. Oh, well, let me just hang out here for a bit.
The old man remembers the Shellbridge fires. Flames so bright, night became day. Or was it smoke so thick, day became none?
I read that before the Baron was born, the city was in war.
Read it, did you? Oh, bloody friggin' duh. Nothing like being there, is it? These streets have seen all manner of shit. Fires, plagues.
Don't forget the war.
It was with Blackwood, right? More of a squabble than war. Of course, if our neighbors catch wind of the shit pile we're in now, you'll see your bloody war.
Wonder if the Baron can do something to stop the sickness from spreading.
Word goes, we're getting orders to off anyone who shares lodging with a Gloomer. House by house.
What? Well, that's serious business. Shit, would we get more coin?
Getting some pretty heavy music for some reason. I think they start patrolling sometime, right? We could throw something. I kind of want to pickpocket one of them. Are you just gonna stand around? I think so.
Who's there? Anyone? There wasn't anything after all, I guess.
Huh.
What is this? Watch alley? I'll make this step lightly.
I have a little hidey hole.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Captain's orders. He said go stand under the window of that woman on Bleach Market. Her with a face that the rakers would throw back in the river. Try to make it crack us, huh?
Whoa! I'm sorry. Yeah, that was pushing my luck there.
I swear. Oh, please, sir. You can smell that shit himself.
You have to do that here.
Why are you?
I saw something. I think.
You won't get away.
Damn it. So yeah, that line of sight didn't make sense. He was already looking up.
You're kidding. I swear. Oh, please, sir. You can smell that shit himself.
You have to do that here. You think sleep's not rare enough?
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Captain's orders. He said go stand under the window of that woman on Bleach Market. Her with a face that the rakers would throw back in the river. Try to make it crack a smile.
Careful. She's off to fetch the piss pot.
I'll take that.
They cry about martial law.
We locked the gate, you fog skull.
They say old what's-his-name's gone down with the gloom.
Who? Bah. He had it coming.
One of those two guards does voice lines for one of the Arkham games.
Baron should have given one of his speeches about this lockdown business. People love fancy speeches.
When was the last time anyone saw his face?
I don't remember who he voices though.
You're from up Eastport way, right?
So yeah, we could have them have a little accident there.
Hey, come on. I just ate some of that before shift started.
I was the shit stop who stood waist deep in the stuff, carting them out. Seems as if we spend more time catching our breath instead of thieving lifters.
That's why you want a nice patrol like this. Stone Market's not so bad. You pay no mind to the coughing, crying.
Not so bad? Oh, the sickness, the protests, this lockdown. Something's coming.
They don't seem to have any. I don't think there's any need to pickpocket those guys. I think we made it. Almost. Ah. There we go. Ghost. You try to leave no trace of your presence or raise any alarms. Ghost opportunist predators remain undetected. Completed. Lift all loot. I only got 71% of that. Loot found 43 out of 60. Total stolen in gold. Collectibles found 3 out of 4. Huh. Like that for locks picked. Pickets parked. Times detected. Threats killed. Suspicions raised. Oh, 2. Yeah. Knocks up. Alright, so we can just play again right off the bat. Let's continue on. Let's just have a look at the intro video. I think after that we're done. Collection display updated. Well, there we have one. The mortal coils. There we go.
Jennifer.
What's this? The city, Stonemark? Would you like to go to the district? No. Oh, right. That's kind of your... yeah, I've kind of had enough. Yeah, it's a real shame. Well, then again, the game isn't bad. It's just kind of mediocre. It's not totally without worth. I've had fun with it. I played through it once, and that's enough. That's kind of the shame with it, honestly. That it's really not enjoyable enough to warrant multiple playthroughs and everything. As contrast with you know, Dishonored or the old Thief games probably, although I don't have too much. There's kind of a gamer's blank spot with me, the old Thief games. But then again, they were kind of released at a time where I was too young for them, so they were a little bit before my time, but I probably should go back and play them just because they're such cult classics. And I have attempted them. I've played through quite a bit of missions of each, but never really sat down long enough to actually play through the whole thing. I couldn't get the Deadly Shadows to work though. I own that one too, and I tried to kind of patch it up, mod it up to get it up to snuff, but it never really got it working. But again, that's I don't know what the consensus is. Yeah, I know the third one is kind of considered to be the worst of the three by far. Also, the problem being that it's kind of designed around a console rather than PC. I don't know if this one is considered worse than the third one or not. I don't think it's. Yeah, I wouldn't know. But yeah, I wouldn't know if I would recommend playing this. When I played it at the time, I was kind of starved for a game like this. I've already played Dishonored. I've already played Deus Ex: Humankind Revolution. Human Revolution. That's the name. So I played through those, and then this came out, and I really felt like playing another stealth game in that a game like that basically. But yeah, now so this was released in 2014. By then the first Styx game was out, or around that time, and then the second one was 2017. And what little I've played from the 2017 version, probably if I the only thing is that one is third person instead of first person. So, and I would stealth games first person. Well, third person is doable. It's fine. But yeah, from what little I've played of Styx Shard of Darkness, I'd probably recommend it over this one. So yeah. Yeah. Again, it probably had a lot more potential, and it's not bad. It's just a bit mediocre. So that's its biggest crime, really. Just some technical difficulties and a bland story that isn't really interesting. And yeah. I've pretty much said all there is to say about this game. So it's kind of neat to have a look at it. The prologue and the first mission there, maybe a couple of more missions. The game doesn't make a bad first impression, apart from the whole Erin and Garrett dynamic, which is kind of painful to watch. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you around. Bye.